Y'all have been back in the States here for about 3 weeks now, and I'm already sick of it, ready to get back to Japan. It seems like there's this one constant recurring theme that I'm coming across with nearly every single person I talk to, that I catch up with here in Chicago, back in the States, family, friends, co-workers, and old friends from my past who I'm meeting. And 90% of the people that I meet here are unhappy and just complacent, accepting their unhappiness, accepting their trauma, their unfortunate circumstances, whatever it may be. They all have this victim mentality. And I definitely understand that this may be sample bias. Just could be the people that I'm surrounded by, the people that I surrounded myself with. Maybe that's how I was when I grew up, and that's why I was attracted to these people. And also maybe in Japan, all the foreigners that I interact with there, not necessarily the Japanese people, I kind of put them in a different category. But all the foreigners that I interact with in Japan, they all seem to have the same kind of idea as me. I didn't like how my life was going. Even if they weren't super unhappy with it, they didn't have any problems in their life. They weren't excited about their future wherever they were. They went across the world, they traveled all the way out to Japan to start a new life, to change their circumstances, and they're getting after it, whatever it may be. Even the English teachers, even the people that I shit on, and that's something I didn't think I was quite realizing while I was living in Japan. But now I'm back here in the States, and it seems like every single person that I'm talking to is like, hey, how are things? Oh, dude, I'm behind on bills. I don't have enough money. Have to see my shitty father this weekend. Oh, my friends are assholes. My friends are all getting drunk and they never better themselves, or I can't keep my diet on track. Everyone's just got problems. Yes, someone how something's going, like, I don't know if anyone was like, I'm doing great. Things are going better all the time. I'm improving. I'm doing better than I was last year. Every single person is complaining about all of their problems, which I understand. I've been there myself. I'm not saying that you can't have problems. I'm not saying that we should shit on people that do have problems in unfortunate circumstances. Of course, I had my fair share of them as well. But that's why I changed my life, got up, packed my stuff, saved my money, knew I didn't want to live this life for the entirety of my being until I die. And I packed my stuff up and I went to Japan, started a new life. So yes, I'm great, I'm amazing, I'm better than you actually. But the point of this video is to say, recently I've been feeling like in Japan, kind of starting to forget why I went there, starting to realize that the novelty is wearing off for me in Japan. Maybe the US actually is better. I talked about in a video recently, this is the first time in the last year that I've been starting to feel like, maybe I should come back to the US. By the way, here in Chicago, notice the Trump Tower. But now that I'm here, I still love it. I love my city. There's many great things, beautiful things to enjoy here in Chicago. Of course, you can make so much more money. But I also remember why I moved out of here. It's not a perfect place, and it's been a really, really nice reminder to kind of put my feet back on the ground and remind myself, get that fire burning inside me once again, about how cool it is that I moved to Japan, that I went out there, that I changed my life, that I started surrounding myself with better people, like-minded people who also moved somewhere to start a new life. And even, the Japanese people that I interact with. Guys, let me put it this way. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what your past is. I don't care what your childhood was like. You are in charge of your life. You can create your life. You can build your life. If your life sucks, you are the only one that can change it and get yourself on the right path to have a better life. Every single person that I talked to so far back in Chicago is upset with their life, and for whatever reason thinks they can't do anything about it. Guys, I'm not saying that I had the worst upbringing in the world. I'm not saying that Chicago is a terrible place to grow up. Obviously, top 1% probably in the world in terms of nice places to grow up. But for my specific circumstances, I wasn't exactly thrilled about what my future was looking like. What did I do? I started saving my money. I started recognizing that, guys, just because you grew up around certain people, whether it be friends, family, classmates, co-workers, you don't need to continue to stay around them. You can choose your circle of friends, you can choose your family, you can choose your job, you can save your money, you can move somewhere, you can choose where you live. And that's what I did, guys. Now, obviously, I love my friends here back in the States. I love most of them. I love my family. I love where I'm from, but it's not perfect. And I'm remembering a lot of the shitty circumstances, the shitty people that I have been around growing up, the people that were in my life, and I just took them as a part of my life, that they would always be there because I was growing up, and they just always were there. So that's just how they're gonna be. And then I don't know what it was. Maybe I turned 18 and I realized I'm a grown man. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I don't need to have these people around me. I don't need to live here. Just because you suck ass, it doesn't mean that I need to put up with your bullshit and continue to keep you around, have you in my life for the end of time. I don't have to spend time around you. I can find my own friends. Like I said, I can move wherever the hell I want. And that's largely what I did when I went out to Japan. Changed my location, found a good set of friends, like-minded people, found me an incredible woman who has my best interests in mind, who respects my boundaries, who cares about me, who's not always bugging me and up in my and I'm so much happier. I feel like so many people are just complacent and feel like they were dealt these cards, and that's just how their life has to be for the rest of your life. Guys, get this. Your past doesn't define your future. How you react to your past defines your future. The language that you use about your past defines your future. Somebody might say, man, I was born in these shitty circumstances. You know, I have childhood trauma. That's why I'm fucked up. That's why I've got depression. That's why I can't keep my diet straight. That's why I'm gonna be a shitty parent, because I had shitty parents. Now I'm gonna be a shitty parent to someone else. And that's just how it is. Man, I say, hey, my childhood wasn't perfect. My lifetime hasn't been perfect. Because I grew up around shitty people, because I grew up in shitty circumstances, I know how not to act. I know what I don't want to do with my life. I know that I want to change my life. I know that I want to make YouTube videos and talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. And all the dudes, maybe ladies if you're watching, checking out my YouTube channel, checking out my videos. This is me putting my arm around you right now, saying, yo, it's gonna be all right, dog, but you need to sack up a little bit. You need to get your shit together. I can guide you, I can help you out. Hopefully your friends can help you out. And if you can't find those people in real life, dude, start watching YouTube videos, start watching me on YouTube, start watching other inspirational people, good influences. Make them part of your life. Draw influence from that. Just because your life has sucked in the past, just because your life sucks ass now, just because you're poor, you have shitty friends, you have shitty family members, you don't owe them shit. You don't owe them anything. You can change your life whenever you want, however the hell you want, but it takes you to do it. I can't walk through the screen and pick your ass up and take you to Japan with me. You gotta change this shit for yourself. I know it's not easy, I know it's tough, but you have to do it. Are you gonna live the rest of your life scared, in fear, locked in a prison cell by people that don't give a fuck about you? Guys, there are plenty of amazing, incredible, wonderful people in this world, all across the world. They don't even have to be in your own country. They care about you, they want the best for you. They want nothing but the best for you, I promise you that. I had so many shitty friends growing up. I had shitty family members growing up. People that didn't give a fuck about me, people that were abusive, terrible people. And I remember thinking, this is just how people are, man. Like, this sucks. Life is difficult, man. People are tough to be around. Fuck, dude. And then I got up, I went to Japan. I'm not saying this is the first time that I met nice people, but I made some incredible friends. I met some incredible people who genuinely never have any ounce of jealousy, hatred, anger toward me. Literally just want the best for me. Incredibly wonderful people. Guys, just because there aren't the best people in your life right now doesn't mean you can't change that. You can cut off whoever the fuck you want. You can move wherever the fuck you want. This is just a video. Guys, I love Chicago. I'm happy to be here. But this video is to tell y'all, sometimes it takes you going back home and seeing what drove you out of a city, what drove you out of a certain place, what drove you away from certain people, just to remember how thankful you are for the life that you currently have, or how hard you need to work to change your life. Guys, don't be complacent. I'm awesome. Be like me. If your life sucks, let's just be honest with ourselves. Sometimes your life sucks. My life used to suck. Sometimes it still sucks. It takes you to change it. Let's do it, y'all. My name is Young James. Thanks for watching, y'all. All right. Peace out.